Here's your third period recap.
Olsen plays it in front. They score! Jonathan Carlson, and the Swedes are right back in it. Berglund wins the draw back for Christopher Berglund. Plays it down there. Fegren shoots. Seaburn makes it. Rebound. Loses it, but they score! Thomas Larsson. 38 seconds left, and this game is tied.
As you look at the third period scoring summary, we can tell you the last time Canada went to overtime in a gold medal game, 1999 in Winnipeg, when Artem Chubarov scored on Roberto Luongo, who had been brilliant. We'll see what happens here now. Gord Miller, Pierre Maguire with the call.
James, maybe a break for Canada in the gold medal game. There's a full intermission and then a 20-minute 4-on-4 overtime. So, Pierre, a chance for Canada to reset a little bit.
And it's important that they do reset. It's all about composure right now. You can't run around on big ice in 4-on-4 situations, Gord. If you do, it will lead to chances against. Canada needs to stabilize the game early on. Their speed is always going to be a factor if they get it going. They sat back too much in the third period. They were outshot 14-3. That's why the Swedes got 2 goals and they're tied this thing. Now's a chance for Canada to dictate the terms again in a 4-on-4 situation by utilizing their speed and their smarts and their hockey IQ.
Sweden won its semifinal game in overtime yesterday against the Russians on a goal by Michael Backlund. This is the first gold medal game to go to overtime since 2000 in Skellefteå, Sweden. That game went to a shootout. The Czechs beat the Russians. That was the third straight year the World Junior gold medal game went to overtime. The Finns won on home ice over the Russians in '98. In '99, you heard James Duthie mention it, Canada lost to the Russians in Winnipeg. And then in 2000, the Czechs over Russia. 4-on-4 in OT. If necessary, a shootout would follow. But you've got to think, with 20 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey, this thing isn't going to shots.
Nope. At least it shouldn't.
Backlund was the overtime hero for the Swedes yesterday. Mathias against Berglund. And away we go with a gold medal on the line. Christopher Berglund plays it across to Jonathan Carlson. Berglund up for Patrick Berglund. Sends it in across the Canadian line. Alston back to get it. One problem early in period. The ice very sticky. Long lead pass for Mathias. Chipped ahead by Halischuk. And Christopher Berglund plays it out. Carl Alsner with it for Canada. Plays it off the lively end boards. Enroth had to be careful with that. And Oscar Moeller with it for Sweden. Taps it back for Jonathan Carlson, who scored the first Swedish goal.
Canada's got to be careful of the Swedes against stretching the zone. It's a tough change for the defense for both teams, but Sweden really likes to hang a guy high.
Joachim Andersson almost lost that puck to Turris. Now plays it ahead for Robin Fegren. Fegren shoots. Mason the save. Loose in front, and Mason able to hang on with Joachim Andersson lurking dangerously. Here's James Cybulski.
Well, the Team Canada coaching staff spoke a real easy language that the players could understand. We got to get it back, and we got to stick it to them. Just as simple as that. Gord?
There's a big face-off win by Turris in the Canadian zone. And Thomas Hickey brings it ahead. Shen dropped his stick. Now Giroux ahead for Turris. Joachim Andersson tapped it away from Turris. Victor Hedman goes back. He scored the overtime winner for the Swedes in the Summer Under-18 tournament when they won gold. Joachim Andersson, long drive. Mason kicks it out. Long rebound to Kyle Turris. Jumping into the rushes, Logan Pyatt. 14 goals in the Western League this year. Pyatt trying to get around Eric Moe. He's taken down.
Eric Moe's recovery speed is really good in this game.
Now a giveaway. Hedman gave that puck to Marchand, but the puck rolled out of the zone. It's Marchand with Brandon Sutter. Now Marchand taken down by Backlund. Michael Backlund brings it ahead for Sweden. Here he comes across the line. Backlund shoots. It flutters wide of the goal. Logan Pyatt back to pick it up. He gave it away. Magnus Svensson Pajärvi, the 16-year-old, is on the ice in overtime. Svensson Pajärvi with it. Still has it. Svensson Pajärvi gets around Godfrey, taken down by the Canadian defenseman whose stick got stuck in the boards. And Godfrey still doesn't have a stick. And now Mason out to play it. He's got to be wary of Godfrey's stick stuck there.
Well, now Godfrey's got to either get off the ice or get that stick. There he goes. He's got the stick.
Logan Pyatt. For Brandon Sutter, who chips it ahead, and Canada changes quickly. Olsen Johan Olsen comes streaking ahead for Sweden, working on Alder, backhands it in front, no serve, Mason poked it away from Tony Lagerström, who was alone in front. Stamkos back the other way. He gets tied up by Olsen and sends it in deep. Big hit behind the play, Holzapfel steps into Christopher Berglund. Lagerström for Sweden. Tony Lagerström looking in front for Oscar Moeller. Lagerström, poke check by Alder, got tied up with the official. Now Doughty. Chip got a hit for Holzapfel. Riley Holzapfel will settle it down for Canada. Swedes are changing. Look out. Carl Alder lost the handle. He's got Moeller all over him.
It's that ice again, Gord. It's really sticky to start periods here.
3 minutes gone to the 20-minute overtime period. And Alder lifts that down to the Swedish zone. Christopher Berglund picks it up. Canada changing again. Jonathan Karlsson. Taking it around Halicek. Plays that wide of the Canadian goal. Doughty back to pick it up. Whips it there for Alsner. Alsner up for Halicek. Gets it around Jonathan Karlsson. Hedman back. Mathias gave him a whack. Now Joachim Andersen loses the puck. Here's Sean Mathias with it. Mathias moves behind the goal. Takes a whack at it. They score! Halicek with a golden goal for Canada. World Junior Hockey Champions for the 4th year in a row. Done it before, but they've never done it quite like this.
And you know what? It's so appropriate that Sean Mathias and Matt Halicek are on the ice to score the winning goal for Canada, because it was both of them that were on the ice when Canada iced the puck, which led to the late Swede tying goal. And they're on the ice focusing in and getting it deep. Halicek never quits on the play, Gord. The puck goes in deep. Mathias forces the big turnover. You'll see him come in, capitalize on the turnover. Halicek goes to the front of the net. There's an opportunity, and then the active stick, finishing it off. Mathias Halicek driving to the net. And Canada celebrates goal for the 4th straight time. Mathias to the front, Halicek with the stick to the back of the net. And get happy, Canada.
They're announcing Wayne Simmons in the building. They got the wrong number, 32, not 34. Here's the best look at it. Halicek taps it home. He scored in the first game against the Czech Republic. Halicek had not scored since. And for Jonas Enroth, heartbreak, Sweden will win a silver medal. Here is James Cybulski with the overtime hero for Canada.